Using the program mode is a really good alternative to using the auto mode. I highly recommend trying to use the program mode instead of the auto mode at all times. The reason why I don't like the auto mode as much is not only because it automates everything, but it also chooses the focus point for you. It's very difficult to lock focus on the exact subject that you want. Move the mode dial to the letter P, and here, just like the auto mode, the camera will still choose the proper shutter speed and aperture for you, giving you a very nicely exposed image. However, you'll have control over things like the focus point, ISO, and white balance. As you can see, in the program mode, my focus point is locked in the center, which means wherever I place the focus point, that's exactly where the camera is going to focus. This is especially handy when you have something in the foreground, the middle ground, and the background, giving the image depth, and you don't necessarily want to focus on what's in the foreground. What you would do, for example, is frame the image the way you want it, place the focusing square over the subject, press the shutter button halfway to first lock focus, then with the shutter button still pressed halfway, I can recompose the image, and this maintains the focus point at that distance, so I'm still focused on the subject's eyes. Now, press the shutter button the rest of the way to take the shot. The other nice thing about the program mode is, as I said, it sets both the shutter speed and aperture for you. So if you press the shutter button halfway again, you can see that the camera is ready to shoot with a shutter speed of 1/60th of a second and an aperture setting of f2.2. If I would like, what I can do is then press the star button right here, which locks the exposure, and then use the control dial to change these settings. So my exposure is consistent. You'll notice that both the shutter speed and the aperture change simultaneously. In order to escape from this exposure lock mode, just press the flash button or the right navigation button right here. Now while you get all this flexibility, what you can do is keep some things set to auto. For example, if I press the function button to access the function menu, you can see that my white balance is currently set to auto white balance. Though I don't recommend this, it is something that you can do with the program mode. I'll press the function button to escape, and then press the ISO button or up navigation button to access the ISO. Here too, you can keep the ISO set to auto, so the camera automatically sets it for you. This I do recommend. Go ahead and press set. So the program mode gives you a lot of versatility and the ability to change the functions you want. However, you can still keep all the functions automated if you don't want to set them and just have access to a fixed focus point.